So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the Oscars app you see here. Now you may not want your app to look just like this, but by watching this video you will quickly pick up on some tips and tricks that you can incorporate into your own app. So this is the default app when you first create your Easier app account. Granted, it's not much to look at right now, but just wait. In a few minutes this app will not only look fantastic, but will also be a useful tool for those who download it. Now, as with many things in life, there tends to be a certain order in which to do things to achieve the best results. An Easier app is definitely one of those things. The first step to creating your own stunning app is to add your content. Trying to style and color your app prior to adding content will most certainly lead to confusion and frustration. So trust me on this one. Add as much content as you can before doing anything else. Now, I'm not going to bore you with typing all the content for this app, but I will go through the content section to show you what content I added for the Oscars app. Adding content is easy as it's mostly fill in the blanks. But if you get to a section you're not sure how to leverage, simply view the tutorial video link found at the upper right corner of each tab. And let me show you that. It says tutorial video. All you have to do is click it and you will get a short tutorial on how to leverage this section of Easier app. Now let's quickly move through the content so we can build Oscar's app. So we go to content and then we basically fill in the blanks for most of these things. We added links to web pages and phone numbers, or actually just phone numbers. We did not add any social media links. We added a join our list or a VIP list. We added an email us form. We added the rate us feature. Oscars has 2 locations, so we added those along with hours of operations and address and phone numbers, that sort of thing. We have no custom forms in here. We added scratch off coupons. No events. We did add photos. We did add the digital punch card for each location. We have no products or services, but we do have a restaurant menu, and we added their menu to the app. Oscars does not have a website, so we do have no link to the desktop website. Then we come over here to General Settings, and then we add our title and description. And our title is just going to be Oscars, and then our description here is for SEO. So when we're all done, this, by default, is what it looks like with the added content. Still a far cry from here, but we're going to get there very shortly. Now that we have our content, we can begin the process of styling and coloring our app. What I like to do first is add my background, whether a color or a graphic. So we go to General Settings, Styles and Colors, and Background. We'll let this load up. And then click Background Image. Now this previews some of the tile and full page background images provided within Easier app. Tiled background images, full page backgrounds. Now with the Oscars app, I created a small graphic that I'll use to tile across the entire background of the app that matches the header image we're going to upload next. So for the background, let's click Tiled Background Images, and this displays all the tiled images and a big red button to upload our own. And of course you can always scroll through and see what is available. If none of those work for you, you can of course upload your own, and that's what we want to do. So then I'm going to scroll, find the background image I want. This is a teeny tiny image that will tile across the background. And we won't be able to see it here, but let's go to, say, Join List, And now you can see the background back there. Now that we have our background, next I want to complete the header and footer. First I want to upload my header graphic. To do that, I go to General Settings, Header, Images, Add New Image, click Upload Image, find the image that I want for the header, and then click Add. And of course, don't ever forget to click Save. If you do not click Save, whatever you have updated will not save. And then let's click Reload Preview. And this is what our app is beginning to look like now. This is the app when we're ultimately done. This is what it's going to look like. And right now, this is where we are. Now that we have our background, next I want to complete the header and footer area. Of course, this is the header area up here, and down here this is the footer area. So what we want to do is we want to go to General. Before I do that, I want to show you what we're trying to get to. This is ultimately what we want it to look like with these links up here. So how we do that, we go to General Settings, Header, and we need to go to Settings real quick. And we want to show the header, but what we want to do with the header position is we want that top of screen. And what that means is that this area right here will always stay there like this. When we scroll, well, we have to go somewhere like this. When we scroll, you see how all of this area does not scroll up. So that's what we're trying to accomplish. So we want that top of screen so it doesn't scroll. And then we want to create our tab bar so it will have all of these tabs across here. So we want to add a link. And we want to add, it says join list, but we're going to change that to say VIP. Click add. You see it adds it right there. Click add new link. We want the rate us. We'll just make it say rate. We'll add that. We want our scratch off coupons. We make that just say scratch. And then our digital punch cards. And we'll just make that say card. So this Oscars app is really focused around marketing. And that's why we put all of these on the front page so they're easy to get to. So we always have to click Save. Let's go to Preview. Let's always reload the preview. And so now we can see that we have our tab bar here in the header. One thing we didn't do is we need to remove the title bar, because as you see on our app there is no title bar. So let's go back to General Settings, Title Bar Settings, and it says Show Title Bar on all pages. I want it to be hidden, so none. And then click Save. Let's go back to our preview, reload our main preview, and now you see that the title bar is gone, but we do have our links. So now what we want to do is on the footer, let me reload this preview here so we can, this is the app that is completed. Now on the footer we want to add these 3 tab buttons. So we need to go to General Settings, Footer, and we're going to add a tab bar, add new link. We want our menu, we're going to call it food, add. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can see as this is being added. We want to have an easy way for people to share the app. So We'll put it on the front page. And then email us and add. And so now you see that we have the tab bar down here. Let's click Save. Go back to our preview, reload preview. And now you see we've got the header, we've got our tab bar in the header, we've got our tab bar in the footer, and of course we removed the title bar at top. So now we're getting a little bit closer. Now let's hide the links on the home page and add our cool rotating graphic that looks like this. Now don't worry, when we remove all of these, or hide them rather, most of our links we've already put in the header and the footer, and the rest of them will be in the slide menu. So let's see, how do we hide this? So let's go to Content, and let's go to Links, because those are all of our links. And what we can do here is we can hide these individually. You see how the join list went away, now it appears. Or we can do it quicker. Link settings show on home page, just say no. Now all the links have been hidden. They're not deleted or anything, they're just hidden. All the other links, what is not up in here, everything is in the menu. So now we need to start adding our graphic right here. So then we go to Images, we go to Add New Image, Upload Image. We add our first image. We want to add more. And of course, once you add more than one image, this bar comes up with image settings, and we're going to do that in just a second after we finish uploading our 4 images we're going to use. These are the 4 images that we're going to use, and of course one of the things, whenever you see these up and down arrows, you can also move the images to which one will be first and second, that sort of thing. But we're going to leave that right there. We're going to go to Image Settings, and then there are numerous things that you can do for the transitions. Let's say blinds, and give it just a second, and you'll see what it does with the blinds. I would just go through here and change these and play with them. We want rotate to match the app. Autoplay on, and let's just do 2 seconds. 5 seconds is a pretty long time. And then let's click Save. And then let's go to Preview, and let's hit Reload Preview. We can get a really good full image here of what's going on. And that's looking a lot like the actual completed app right here. We just have a few more things to do. Of course, we need to finish styling and coloring, and we're going to start on that in just a minute. Now let's style and color the header and footer area. And in the header, we want to style and color this tab bar, and in the footer we want to style and color the tab bar, the title bar, and the buttons in the footer. So what we need to do is go to General Settings, Styles and Colors, scroll down, and we'll start with the header, and we click Header. And then the only thing we have in the header that we can style and color, of course, is the tab bar. So I want to change the font, and I know the font that I want. It's that font right there. And then I want to change the text size 1 down. That way we can read everything, just like that. And then we need to change the text icon color. Is that 0361? That's it. And then we need to go to the border color to white. And now we need to do the background color. And then the selected background color. And what that is when you click on one of these, it would be the color that would change to let people know that it is selected. And of course, blue does not fit with our color scheme. So let's change that. Very good. So that's colored perfectly. Now let's go to the footer. Let's go to the background and let's change that to white. And then I want to adjust the transparency to about 20 so the background kind of shines through there. And so then now we're going to take care of our tab bar. And I want to change the font. And then we need to change the text icon color. To the same as it is up there. And then change the border color to white. And now we need to change the background color. And again, the selected background color, we need to change that to the same as the header. Perfect. Now that's looking really good. Now we need to go to the title bar. I'm going to change this font to something different. I'm going to Control F so I can search within here. I know which font I want. Windy 1. And then the title text size, we're going to bump that up a little bit to 18. And then the text style, I want italics. And then the text color, we're going to make that white. As you see, it's changing all this right here. And now we're going to do the buttons. So the button background, change it to that color. And then the button border color, we're going to make that white, just like all the other borders. And then the button text icon color, let's change that. And then the button text style, we want italics. And then we also want the button weight to be bold. And we are going to leave the font as it is. So click Save. And now let's go to Preview. And let's reload the preview. Scroll down so we can see it. And now we're going to look at the app that we've made versus the actual Oscars app. And the home page looks absolutely identical right now. This is the app we've been making, and this is Oscar's actual real app. And now we need to color the links that are within the app. And let me show you what I mean by that. Let's look at Oscar's real app here. Let's go to food. And you see here are links to, say, the lunch special. And these are all the specials. And these are the links within the app. Also, at his locations, there are links to his 2 different locations. But that's what I mean by links in the app. Go back to food. Let me go back to the app that we're actually working on and go to food and show you what This is what unstyled and uncolored links look like. And of course, this is the demonstration app, so I didn't fill this all up with content because there's really no point in it for demonstration purposes. But with Oscar's real app, this is what we want it to look like. So how do we do that? Well, let's go to General Settings, Styles and Colors. Scroll down so we can see. And then we're going to go to Main Links. In fact, let's go to Food so we can actually see what we're doing as we're doing it. Change nothing in the settings. I'm going to go to Icon Content Box. And I want to go to Background Color. I'm going to just change that to white. I'm going to remove this color. So now both of those in the icon content boxes are white. And then I want to knock the transparency to about 75. Let the background shine through a little bit. Then I want to bump up the bottom border size by 1. And then I want to change the border color to white. And then get rid of that one. Now you can see the border. And let's go to Icon. And I want to change the icon color to that color. And I want to knock the transparency. Whoop, let me remove that so all the icons are green. There we go. Knock the transparency back to about 50% so it's not so green. And then let's go to Text Content Box. I just want to knock the background transparency to about 25. Let that shine through like that. Do the bottom border size to 1. Makes that a little bit bigger. And the border color, change that to white. Get rid of that. Now you see both borders are white. And the last thing we need to do is change the text. So I want to actually align that center. Let that move over. Change the text color to the same color we've been using throughout the app. And then I actually want to bump up the text size by 1. And then I want to click Save. Then I want to go back to the main preview and I'm going to show you, hit Reload. And then I will show you, this is the app that we're building. So that's what the links look like on the app that we're building. And this are the links to Oscar's actual app. So they look identical. Next, we need to color and style the content body. Let me show you what I mean by content body. This is our demo app. So let me go to Menu, Addresses and Maps. And let me get to the same place with Oscar's real app. On here it's called Locations. In the real app there's 2, and the demo only did one location for demonstration purposes. But on the real app, this is the content body. Like this part back here, and the border, and that sort of thing. And you see how it's unstyled and uncolored here. So we're going to make this look like this. So how do we do that? We go to General Settings, Styles and Colors, Content Body, and then let's actually get there so we can see what we're doing. Here we go. So basically what I want to do is I'm going to knock this transparency down to let the background shine through. We're going to make that to about 37 thereabouts. And then the content spacing, I'm going to make that about 6. And I'm going to radius the border right here. Watch what happens. I'm going to make that 25. Give it a little bit more radius. And then the border size, I'm going to make that 2. And then the border color, we'll make it that color for the border color. And then the text color, we're going to make white. So that's how we do the content body for that. Let's click Save. This is the content body for the real app. This is the content body we just did. And it also does the content body for all of these. But say like email us, it does the background and the border. But here are the form elements, like the labels, input boxes, buttons, and we're going to style and color those next. Alright, let's color and style our form elements. But before doing so, let me show you some form elements. So let's go to the VIP sign up list. Scroll down a little bit so you can see. So we did the content body, which is back here. And form elements would be like the labels, input boxes, switches, buttons, that sort of thing. So let me show you the actual Oscars app and show you what we're going to make it look like. This is what we're going to make it look like. And this is what it currently looks like. So how do we color and style those elements? Let's go to General Settings, Styles and Colors, Forms. Let's go to Labels. Scroll down, get everything so we can see it. Let's go to an actual form, the VIP list. Let's change the text color to white. And that's all we need to do with the labels. Let's go to Text Inputs. And we want to make the border color white. And of course the text inputs are right. This is what those are. Let's make the divider color white. And then I want to knock the transparency down to about 75. We're good there. And let's do drop downs, radio buttons, and switches. Let me show you what that is. This is a switch, of course. When we click it, or on the phone we'll swipe it with our finger, that will change. What we need to do is I want to change the text color to that, and then we need to change the selected color, and that's a good, when it's selected you see it turn that color blue. Well, obviously we don't want it that color blue, so now when we select it, it turns that color. Let's do the border color white, and then the background color whoops, that's not right. I'm missing, there we go. Now that's right. And that's what we want there, so once selected it's green, very good. And then the last thing we need to do is the buttons. So we want to change the text color. And then I want to change the uh, border radius. I want to increase that to about 12, make that a little bit more rounded. The border color, change to white. And then the border background, scroll right here. Let's change that. That's our form elements. Let me click save. Go back to the main preview, and I'm going to get there with, this is Oscar's actual app, and this is the app we're creating right here. Oop, always have to reload content. Let's click VIP so we'll get, there we go. This app we're making, this is Oscar's real app. Very good. Now we need to color and style our photo gallery. So let me show you what an unstyled photo gallery looks like. This is a photo gallery for our app that we're building, and then let me show you what the photo gallery looks like after it's styled. So that is what it looks like after it's styled. This is what it looks like now. So how do we get it to look like that? Let's go to General Settings, Styles and Colors. We go to Photo Gallery. In fact, let's go to Photo Gallery so we can see what happens as we make these changes. So I want to increase the spacing. I'm going to do that to about whoops, too far. 128 seems pretty good. Increase the image size to 100. Border size to 3. I want to border radius this to 25. See it, radius is it. And the border color, I'm going to make that white. And there you go. Let's click save. Let's go to the main preview. Let's always hit reload preview. Let's go to Oscar's real app. And this is what Oscar's real app looks like, the photo gallery. And this is the photo gallery that we just created. Now we need to color and style the Rate Us page. And let me show you what that is unstyled. Really the only thing that we need to style are these icons. The styling of the content body has already styled most of this for us. But let me show you what the Rate Us page looks like for Oscar's real app. And basically we just changed the icon color and increased the size. So how do we do that? We go to General Settings, Styles and Colors, Rate Us page, and we're going to change the icon. In fact, let's go there real quick so we can see what actually changes. And then I want to bump up the text size by 1. And that's it. Click Save. And we have colored and styled our Rate Us page. Now let's color and style the slide menu links. And let me show you what that is. When you click Menu, if you have a menu button, then this is an uncolored and unstyled slide menu. Let me show you what the actual Oscars app slide menu looks like. And this is what ours looks like now. So let's make ours look like this. So what we do is we go to General Settings, Styles and Colors. We go to Slide Menu Links. And then let's get our slide menu out so we can see what we're doing. I changed nothing in the settings. I go to Icon Content Box. We're going to change the background color. We'll remove this one. That way they're all the same color. And then we're going to back off on the transparency to about 57. Whoops, I keep going too far. There we go. And that's all we did for the icon content box. And then let's go to icon. We need to change the icon color. And we need to remove that one so they're all that color green. Back off on the icon transparency to about 80. Whoops, I went right past it, didn't I? 85. And then we need to go to text content box. And we need to change the background color for that. To that color, and then remove so it's all the same color. And then I want to back off on the transparency to about 80. And then we need to go to text, change the text color. And then the text padding, we're going to move the text over to the right. Move that to about 24. And then we'll click Save. Then we'll go to our main preview. Hit Reload Preview. And we'll compare the two. So that's Oscar's real app, and this is what we just created. Identical. Alright, the very last thing we need to do to complete our Oscars app is to rename and rearrange some of the links in the slide menu. And here we have rearranged and renamed some of these in Oscar's real app. So let's do the same thing here. So how we do that is we go to General Settings, Slide Menu. The slide menu pops out. We go to Slide Menu Links. And whenever you see these up and down arrows, that just means that we can move things around. So I'm going to move the links around and rename them. I want this there and that there. I want the menu there. Addresses and maps, but I want to rename that to locations. The punch card, scratch off coupon, but I want to rename that to just scratch off. Join list is good where it is, but we want to rename that to be a VIP. Rate us. Photo gallery, but I want to rename that to just photos. And then share app and email us. We click Save. Let's go to our main preview. Always hit Reload Preview to get the newest code. We'll click Menu. And there you go. That is a complete copy at Reload App. This is Oscar's real app that is live, and this is Oscar's app that we just created, and it is an exact replica. Thanks for watching.